Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, back at it again with another video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showcasing all of my epic, customized LEGO Star Wars Imperial troopers. Now, these are all customized in some way, shape, or form, except for maybe like one or two, because LEGO does a really good job with these. I think after 20 years of perfecting these types of Stormtroopers and all the new additions, they're great. And these are my favorite personal Imperial custom troopers. But I am super excited to get into this. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like, and I'll do one for Rebels, for customized clones, which I've done a lot of, but we'll do even more. If you want to see customized, even First Order or whatever, please let me know, and we will do that. But with that said, let's get into it. First up, we have, obviously, the dark and shrewd Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader. Now, what's customized about him, aside from him bringing the brand new one that comes in the Bespin Duel, as well as the final duel sets, lots of duels with Vader, he has the brand new arm printing, which is absolutely amazing, as well as brand new leg printing, which nobody's been talking about, and I actually think is one of the even best, most underrated parts about him. Obviously, not too much different from our regular Vader. You got that going for him, and the cape is the main difference, you'll notice. I wanted to bring it down. I mean, for Vader, this makes a lot less sense than, like, a lot of other characters. But basically, you just go to the Mandalorian Battle Pack, get the black capes, and they work great. And you do that with all your figures, basically. I think it looks great. It's a great option. I want to get Vader's lightsaber, like people make custom molds. I'm going to do that one day. But that is Darth Vader. Is the legend Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, I gave him these little yellow things because, like, that's how he looks in the original comics and stuff. Even though he does not have those in Rebels, I still think it looks very cool. I believe these legs are from Padme. I'm not 100% sure. I know they exist, though, so if you have them, that's great. Obviously, I don't have his pistol, which is annoying. I'm going to try to get them in the custom mold. I believe Brick Arms does them. There's his back printing. And then you could also take this little piece, I believe, is from the ATST, and boom, you have the Thrawn. You can make the armor Thrawn. You could take, there's this gray one from Rebels, I believe. I can get that at a later date. But you get this gray kind of like pilot type thing for him, and you can make him the armor he had in the Rebels. But yeah, for now he looks great with this little hair, and this hair is also good for your Ezra Bridger if you want. But let's get into the next one. Up we have the 501st. I believe this is the trooper from Vader's castle. He is very cool. Now, basically, his custom parts are a Clone Army Customs backpack, and which they sell at Clone Army Customs or Jonak Toys, as well as these custom arms from Firestar Toys, which while I didn't intend using them for these, they absolutely look stunning. These are for the Jetpack Trooper, the 501st Jetpack Trooper, but you'd also use the 501st Trooper. It's really the same, just this little triangle, and I thought this looked pretty cool. I did not intend to get them for that reason, but they match near perfectly. It's insane how good they look. I wasn't even planning on that, and I just looked at him and I'm like, that would look cool. Yeah, he is kind of a flame trooper. I'm not really sure. You never really see him, at least that I know of in lore. You might. Someone can tell me about that. But he's very cool. I totally recommend you do this one. Again, all the codes, a lot of these people are sponsors, so check that out in the description. We have the legendary bounty hunter, Boba Fett. Now, I don't have too many custom things on him. The only really custom thing he has is a gun, and apparently this face. That could be useful. But that's the Captain Rex one. That wasn't intended. But you never see this cape really anymore, at least in the recent ones I've seen, which is very cool, I guess. Cape Canteen, I believe, also has those. You get his jetpack, obviously. He has his nice little printing. He has foot printing. It's a great figure, honestly. But Boba Fett's have always looked cool in LEGO. Is Brick Arms, so that is pretty cool. Again, while not in the Empire technically, along with Boba, I still put Bossk in here because I was kind of going off the Battlefront 2 hero selection, and he seemed to fit just fine, Bossk. He is just a happy-looking dude. I mean, look at that smile. That is a nice smile, Bossk. But you got also nice leg printing. The foot printing is gorgeous. I just want to point that out. I really appreciate that they did that with him, and he is very cool looking. One of the Empire's finest. This is the Death Trooper from Krennic's shuttle, and the only thing different about him is he has these Brick Arms guns, but they make it so much cooler. Like, oh my gosh, they make the Death Troopers look 10 times cooler with these custom guns. I would totally recommend you do these. These are just pretty cool. The brand new Scout Trooper from a series of sets, including the 4+ sets, as well as the brand new Razor Crest. He's very cool. There was literally like nothing I could think of to change him. He's just so good looking. I gave him his little pistol. So if you want to recreate the scene from The Mandalorian where he punches Baby Yoda, this is how to do it. And I just love this figure, honestly. Sadly, I don't have the 5th brother. I traded him a while back. I do have the Grand Inquisitor, who is a underrated figure, especially for this helmet piece. Like, that is a cool piece, if you'd see that. But yeah, you put him on. He looks great. I gave him little capes down here because that is cool, and it also kind of matches instead of the print. So if you just don't even want the print and you just want that, the capes work perfectly. There's also an underprint, so if you feel this piece is too thick, then you just pop it off, pop the head off, you pop that off, and this is mainly for if you want him to pilot. You just do that. It's really simple. But this is really cool. I wish the Grand Inquisitor, honestly, wore his helmet more because he looked so cool with it. I mean, look at this. Tell me that isn't epic, because it is. He also gets these little Imperial markings on the side, which is very cool, which moves us into our next one. Here it is. This is the K2SO figure, which is very cool. Everyone loves this one, obviously. He is, like, got his own custom mold, and I think the thing that, like, the only thing I modified with him, really, is this back piece I put on. Without it, he just, I mean, now I'm not used to it, but, like, I just put this little, this part right here, and this is such a cool figure, especially because of this little thing right here. Like that's like a battle droid side, and that is just so cool. I love that. Other things, he just has printing everywhere. He looks great. He's K2SO. Well, he's not he's technically Empire, so you could say like a K2 droid, but it's still really cool. With our Rogue One lineup, we have Director Krennic. Now, for whatever reason, I could not find the white cape for the life of me. I was looking literally everywhere. So I gave him the black cape so that way he could kind of be like how he was, where he's like, we were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. Yeah, so his accessory, he has a little accessory, which is this this hat, and he's very modified. He comes with these very nice little legs. I believe those are from the TIE Fighter pilots, and obviously you get the hair, which is very cool. Change nothing about the Shore Trooper because they are perfect. I love the Shore Trooper. I didn't even give him a new gun because I am that confident. But a thing that you can do that I've seen people do is I know in like in the movie it kind of looks like this, but if you want him to kind of hold it, I've seen a lot of people kind of make it like the Battlefront 2 like shotgun that assaults run around with, where you can just run around and you grab one side and then you go psh, and then you get like the flank kill. He's very cool. And I love these Scarif Troopers. I think like they've been the most forgotten minifigures, the ones with these types of helmets, and we'll move into the next one of them. This is the tank pilot. He's very cool. Honestly, the only thing different again is the gun, because these guys are just so darn cool the way LEGO did them. I couldn't change them at all. They are just perfect. That was a great set, Chirrut Imwe's, the one with Chirrut. And I totally, honestly recommend. If you don't have one, I'd pay a good chunk to get these. They're awesome. This one is definitely one of the coolest ones. This is the Sand Trooper. This is the original 2014 one that came in the Cantina. I love it. It has the backpack, obviously, which is very cool. This is the only one I have. I don't have the new one yet, but this will obviously suffice. I gave him the little T-21 that you see all of them carrying around. Also, I gave him, well, while they technically did like give you like an arm printing or a shoulder thing, I swapped it out for a Cape Cantina one. And it looks so much better. I just wish the printing wasn't there, so that way it would make this look even better. And this is also proof. This is how LEGO could do it. See how they do that right there? See that? They could just do that for Jesse or Rex or Cody or whoever in Clones. So they could do it. This is the AT-AT pilot. Obviously, he comes in a lot of AT-ATs. Nothing much going on here, but he's still very cool. He's got the Scout Trooper pistol. We have the amazing Iden Versio. Obviously, she looks great. The only thing that distinguishes her from the rest of them is she has this little red thing on the side of her. And you also see, like, the little waist curve in there. If you'd see that, there you go. But she comes with this little... I couldn't find her little, like, fast gun. But you basically just, you know, take her angry-looking self and then just put a helmet over it. Looks great. Obviously, again, in the Battlefront campaign. So I put her in because I know she turns rebellion. So don't come at me with that. I think she looks great, especially when she has the helmet like right beside her. Like that was when I was taking the thumbnail photo, I thought that was really cool. And I also noticed that one side is the Imperial logo and one side is her Inferno logo. Next up, we have the fully operational, that was supposed to be for Palpatine, but we'll have Tarkin. Now, he came in a Rebel set, at least the one I got. I don't know if they made one. They probably did with the Death Star, but I basically just took his head print and got this gray one. I don't know what set it's from. I got it, though, and I made it in older Tarkin before it was just, like, gray. They've also made, like, a Clone Wars Tarkin, which are pretty fun to do. But I totally recommend you do this if you have the Rebels A-Wing versus Vader's TIE Fighter. Here is another amazing trooper. This is the Shock Trooper. This is like the Imperial Shock Trooper, and they are really cool. These guys are really expensive nowadays. I want to get Firestar's arms for them, and Firestar also makes like the Flame Trooper. And he comes with obviously a regular gun and a Clone Army Customs backpack. This is like, I almost picture him being like one of those magma troopers you see. I don't know why, but this is just such a cool Stormtrooper. This was probably the coolest one Lego's made. We're definitely going to have to do a top 10 Stormtroopers Lego's made. Not soon because I'm doing this, but that would definitely be fun. Now, here we have the beautiful speeder pilot, speeder driver from the Solo Battle Pack, which is a great one, and I think this was a perfect adaptation, especially with the new types of helmets that they have. I couldn't change anything because these guys are great. These guys kind of remind me of they're like the Solo version of the hover tank pilots, honestly. They just look so cool. Totally would recommend you just get these. They're great. The Shadow Guards, these are like the Red Royal Guards, but backwards. They have the red on the inside instead of on the outside. They got a little black cape. Nothing changed here. I just wanted to put them in this because they look cool. The Red Royal Guard, I have some custom ideas for these. Specifically, in Rebels, you will see, like, there was the scene with Ezra where he was, like, being lifted, and he had a helmet very similar to, like, this. And the Red Royal Guards would come in and, like, try to use the Force with their pikes, and they had a helmet, like, looked near identical to that one. So I think if they did something like that, like, I'd probably try to customize it. That would be very cool. This one's a pretty basic one. We got one of the new Stormtroopers. This is the black one from the brand new set. That we all see, not brand new, but the Imperial dropship. It's pretty cool. It's fine. Nothing too special here. Same for the Stormtrooper, but if you do decide to do a Stormtrooper army, definitely recommend you get these brick arms guns. Honestly, they make it look 10 times better. I would always prefer to use those, like if I had them. So if you like want to buy half, then you're basically never going to be using your other half again because you just love using these. We have back to Vader from Darth Vader's castle. You also have like the burnt Anakin, so if you compare them all, they're pretty cool. But this is a pretty great figure. I like it a lot. I think the thing they could have done differently is because you'll see on the legs, those are supposed to represent the mechanical like parts of it, and this is supposed to like, I don't know what that's supposed to represent. But first of all, you can get you make Palpatine out of that probably. I'm gonna try that, or Episode 9 Palpatine at least. But I wish they did something else more creative like they did with the pirate's leg. They could have done that, but they just didn't. What I guess I get, but you can't just really have Darth Vader walking around like this. Like, because that's not how it works. One of which I am very proud of. Now, this is the Fallen Order Scout Trooper. Now, I'm not proud of it, but basically here, I'll just put on the new Scout Trooper helmet because it looks so much better on it. I only have one new Scout Trooper, so yeah. But yeah, it looks like a Fallen Order Trooper. It looks great. Now, the way I actually made this was I took Cape Cantina, I took his little staff piece that he has, and I basically just kind of, not staff piece, I took his, this one is very cool. This is the Scout Trooper, like, riot control thing from Fallen Order, which is really cool. The way you can make this is the Cape Cantina has these very cool looking, like, things for the First Order Heavy Trooper, and you just put them on the Scout Trooper, and they look great. And you could also do this with the Scout Trooper with the regular set, like the regular figure, the First Order Heavy figure, but I definitely recommend this also. And Cape Cantina Stormtrooper Sergeant, but the reason I like this one is because it's with the new helmets, these special capes he has for like the pauldrons, look absolutely great. He sent me these for free, like all the Stormtrooper ones you see, and they're just really cool. I like them. TIE pilot. Again, nothing too special here. He's just a TIE pilot. Obviously, you could, like, it looks kind of like the ones from the new game Squadrons, and they're very cool. With our final boys up, we have a few more. We have Admiral Yularen. Now, again, I couldn't find another, like, pair of, like, pants. I guess they're pants. For the one I use, I believe it's for Thrawn. I would have changed it to that, but in Rebels, he does have black pants, so this worked out fine for me. You could also give him the hat, because you see him wearing it in Episode 4, and it looks just great. I like Admiral Yularen as a character. You never see him in the Empire, but he's pretty cool. I like this a lot. All you gotta do, get the TIE pilot legs, get the Admiral Yularen face. You'd even use, like, Thrawn or Krennic torso. It's really not that difficult, not if you're not too picky. Yeah, this next one is pretty simple. It's obviously just the little guy who guides you, like the traffic control dude that Jin or so took in the trailer. And you'd use this for, like, even like a Moff Gideon, which I didn't include in this because I haven't made a custom one yet. And he's pretty cool. Here we have the Shadow Stormtrooper, who I also just wanted to feature. We also have this little Astro Droid who came, I believe, in the Death Star, as well as a Rebel set, and I think he came in another one, but I have two of him, and he's pretty nice. I like the clear thing. Nothing new, though. And here, finally, obviously, is the leader of the Empire, Emperor Palpatine, and I just want to say, these two bros look like they're absolutely having a dashing time. They just are smiley, happy dudes. You'll always know who is the villain in a movie when they start laughing, because, you know, villains they're always having a good time. So, like, in real life, if you see someone cackling or laughing a little too much, they're probably the villain too. He kind of looks like Count Dracula there. Speaking of Count, we'll probably do more versions of this, and I can't wait to do that. But with that said, let's get into the outro. If you guys enjoyed, please remember to subscribe. We're gunning for 7,000 subs, and we're chugging right along. If you like these custom figures, again, check out all the things in the description. If you want help, if you're gonna do any of these for yourself, please do let me know. Also, a lot of the custom capes you'll see in here, such as these, like all these all around, they were made by the Cape Cantina. Use code STUDSPROMO when you go to him. Links in the description. If you want any of these capes, pretty much, if you're curious, like all the custom ones. But yeah, peace out, stay awesome, and have a great day. See you all in the next one.